Hi everyone, welcome back to Beautifully Wander. Last week I posted a video about my unboxing of the Olympus OMD EM1 Mark II, and today I wanted to share my experience in choosing a camera, why I chose the Olympus system, and why I chose the Mark II over the Mark III. Last year, I toyed around with the idea of pursuing photography as more of a hobby, and it was in December that I decided I wanted to pursue photography more seriously. So after Christmas, I purchased this little guy, the Canon M100. It was less than $350, and I liked it because it was small and compact. It had the front-facing screen, it was a beginner mirrorless camera, and it gave me the flexibility to start learning photography in manual mode. However, as I became more seriously interested in photography, I wanted to purchase a more professional camera. So the search for this perfect camera began. At the start, I watched so many YouTube videos on what the perfect camera is and what cameras professionals recommend, and I ended up realizing that depending on what you are shooting and your photography niche, certain camera features and systems are going to be more and less important to you. So when I was choosing what camera to purchase, I made a list of the kind of photography I was interested in and what I wanted in a camera system, because everyone is going to be different. I wanted to pursue mostly travel and storytelling photography, and on my list I wanted a mirrorless camera that was light and compact for traveling. My budget hovered around $2,000. I wanted a camera with a front-facing screen, Wi-Fi connection, I could use it professionally, had a solid lens selection, had some good reviews, aesthetically pleasing, and could produce some amazing quality images. So the companies I looked at purchasing from were Canon, Sony, Fujifilm, and Olympus. I didn't venture too far outside these four companies. What I ended up finding was that I didn't care for the mirrorless camera and lens selection for Canon. I did have my eye out for the Sony a7 III, but I really wanted my camera to have that front-facing screen, and the price point for this camera without that feature I really wanted was just really hard to justify. And I did love the Fujifilm line for the aesthetics of the camera, but I had hesitations about using it professionally. The Olympus system just ended up ticking more boxes in my list of what I wanted. It was a mirrorless system, it had a front-facing screen, it was within my budget, I was happy with the lens selection and camera lineup, there were good quality reviews of the camera, I could use it professionally, I could upgrade easily, it was light and compact, and aesthetically it looked great. As well, I ended up really loving the company behind Olympus. Now within the Olympus lineup, you have the EM5, the EM1X, the EM1 that has the Mark II and the Mark III, and some others, and I primarily bought the EM1 Mark II over the Mark III because I had a budget I was trying to stick to for the camera. Here in Canada, a Mark III on Amazon would go for about $3,400 or $3,200 on Best Buy or the Olympus store. The Mark II that I bought with the 12 to 40mm f2.8 was on sale on Best Buy for about $2,000. To get the Mark III, it would have been an additional $1,200 to $1,400 investment that I wasn't 100% sold on, because at the time of purchasing this camera, I also really wanted to buy the 12 to 100mm f2.8. So instead of waiting until I had enough saved for the Mark III and a 12 to 100mm, I decided to go with the Mark II. And I was really torn between the Mark III and the Mark II because I really wanted to produce this magic that I've seen photographers create. So I did do a lot of research into what kind of images this camera and lens could produce before I purchased. Now, I am a visual person by nature, and I don't often connect with numbers or the technical details of a camera system, which is why I didn't always find YouTube reviews the most helpful, because I wanted to see the actual images that this camera and lens could produce. And so I found more helpful information on websites and accounts of Olympus users such as The Wandering Lens, Brooke Little Bear, and other Olympus users to get this understanding. Now, I would still definitely love to own the Olympus Mark III, so if the opportunity came along for me to upgrade, I definitely would, but I am more than happy right now with my purchase. So there's a little story on my experience choosing a camera, why I chose the Olympus system, and why I chose the EM1 Mark II over the Mark III. I hope you enjoyed. Please hit the like and subscribe button below if you like this video and you would like to follow along on my photography journey, and I'll see you in the next video.